Honestly, I am happy that we even had a chance to be in this spot. I am blessed that we even had a chance to potentially make the playoffs. With how bad our season went, if we're being honest, we had no place being in the chance to make the playoffs. But we turned our season around. We really did. And I'm proud of us for that. If we would just stop starting off the year 0-3 or 0-2 and actually play our starters in the preseason, things might change in that positive direction. But when it comes to Joe Burrow and this offense, I'm proud of you guys. I really am. And at the end of the day, we lost to the Patriots. We can't blame anyone but ourselves. We truly can't. You know, we could sit here and play the what ifs, the what if gang over and over again. But the reality is, we lost it ourselves. That's just the facts. And, you know, if you start off 0-2, you're probably not going to make the playoffs. You got to figure that out. You got to figure out some of these games that, you know, we could have won, but we didn't. So, and again, like I said, it's on us. We need to do better. We need to get better. And this offseason, we need to work on a lot. It does suck that the Jets are going to beat Miami, because obviously one of our two scenarios that needed to happen was the Jets needed to beat Miami. And also, scenario 2, actually, you know what? I take that back. The Jets might not beat Miami in the end here, because that's a touchdown. Penalty, illegal use of hands on the defense, so they're about to make it a 4-point ball game. So I take that back, which actually works out better for us, by the way, because if Miami wins this game, I think there'd be, technically, we're going to be one up on the draft pick order. So there'd be one pick, you know, above or below us. So there'd be like, I don't know, if we're 15, there'd be 16. So in the end, it might actually work out pretty well if they win this game. Obviously, this is one of the two games that mattered. In the end, it doesn't matter if, you know, the Broncos put up 38 points on the Chiefs. I'd like to give a huge shout out to the Denver Broncos, especially Brandon Perna, for, you know, getting this W today and sending his team to the playoffs for the first time in 9 years. Shout out to that, man. I wish you luck. I wish you well. Broncos fans, this is no hate coming from, you know, me today. I wish you guys well. I wish you guys the best. Chiefs fans, I will say from an actual game point of view, I wish you'd have let us on a little bit, you know, sugared us a little bit throughout this game. Maybe made it like a 27-25 win, you know, but you played your backups, right? And, you know, again, we put ourselves in this situation where our season came down to someone playing their backups and someone playing their starters, and how would that going to shape out in the end? Again, like I said, it is what it is at the end of the day. We got a lot. We got a lot moving forward to look at for this team. And there's going to be, hopefully, some changes this offseason. Some players, you know, aren't going to be returning. Some players will be. I think Sheldon Rankins will be cut. I think we will bring back Mike Hilton, BJ Hill, and T. Higgins. But again, like I said, this is one of those situations where I still think we have a Super Bowl roster. I truly believe we do. But I think you really need to, one, work on the coaching. Coaching is a big thing here. You know, Bill Belichick always says coaching wins games. Players win games. Coaches lose them. And I truly believe by that philosophy. I think it's a very true statement. And I think that, you know, we definitely are lacking in some categories for that department. I do think Frank Polk needs to be fired. I do think we need to rework a lot of our coaching staff. But again, that's all in due time. It's the way I'll put it, it's like sucks, right? It does suck. The season ends like this, right? Because we have a 5-game winning streak. But again, it's on us. And that's the worst, too. I mean, obviously in the NFL, you should always take blame yourself and accountability and figure out where the problems are. And the only way you're going to fix it is actually figure out the problems and issues, right? You can point the finger all you want, but you're not going to fix anything unless you point the finger at the correct person, which usually is yourself. But this was on us. This was all on us. Yeah, again, like I said, I feel like when you're in this situation with the season being over, you kind of start reflecting on so many moments, and you think, what if they went differently? What if this went differently? What if that went differently? And, it just didn't. Just didn't. So, shout out to Joe again. Shout out to our offense. Offensive line needs to be revamped completely, so not shouting out to them. Our defense needs to be revamped immediately, so not really shout out to them. But shout out to them the last couple of weeks for playing pretty good football. We'll get Dax Hill back next year. We'll get a couple key guys back from injury. And let's just go, boys. Hoo-day. Hoo-day, boys. Hoo-day.